Here I am today, speaking of busy mamas and fitness, talking about 5 tips for exercising as busy moms. I know as a working mom of 2 girls, I have 2 daughters, exercising and scheduling in fitness is not an easy thing to do, regardless of whether you stay home or you work outside the home. With kids, it's just not easy to find time to exercise. It's really not easy to find time to do self-care as moms. So for some of us, we might prioritize self-care in other ways outside of fitness, which is great. So, any self-care that you can do for your bodies as a mom, whether that's getting a massage, going on a walk, reading a book, as much of that as you can do, I think is awesome. So today we're going to talk about the mama who is busy, who cannot find time to exercise. And I'm sharing some of my personal tips and some tips that I've heard from clients and friends of mine as well. So we're going to share my top 5 tips for how to find time to exercise as a busy mama. My first one, and this is something I had to do, especially with 2 kids and working, is adjusting my mindset of what a good workout looked like. My personal mindset has always been that I have to be in the gym and I have to be sweating and I have to be sore the next day. Although I still have the opportunity to do that now. When my girls were little, it was just not possible for me to get to the gym for an intense, crazy 45-minute to an hour workout. So I had to be realistic about what time I had in my day to dedicate to exercise. And it first started off with maybe 10 to 15 minutes of exercise. And that's exactly what I would recommend for you if you're struggling to find the time at all to work out, is enjoy moving for 5 minutes to start. Okay. It does not have to be this intense 45-minute workout to be called exercise. Start really small and start reasonable. So start with a 5 to 10 minute workout and start there. So, if you can adjust your mindset, I think it's going to really help you be more successful, especially starting into an exercise and fitness routine of any kind. The other thing that I think is the adjustment of a good workout mindset is what exercise you used to do and what is realistic now. As busy moms, it's really hard to take our mindset from, if you used to be a marathon runner or a CrossFitter, that now that you have children, you're going to try to keep up with the intensity at which you used to have. You might have to try something different that you've done before. And frankly, you might find that you love it. A friend of mine told me, she never thought she would love yoga, but she started doing yoga and found out that she loved it because it's what worked into her schedule. So don't be afraid to try something new that puts you out of your comfort zone so that you're adjusting that good workout mindset and you're still able to schedule it into your busy day. There are thousands of awesome videos on YouTube, and some of them maybe are 5 or 10 minutes long. So, try a 5 to 10 minute YouTube video, go for a 5-minute walk, do some stretching before you go to bed for 10 minutes. That all counts as exercise. So don't be afraid to change up what you used to do a little bit less than in your mind you think is a good workout, and start small and then build up from there. And over time, you might be able to build back up to what your good workout looks like, but take some baby steps into implementing something that you can routinely keep up with. Okay. So big discussion there, but adjust the good workout mindset. That has helped me significantly try to figure out how to exercise with 2 kids and a job and the housework and husband and all the other things. Okay. Number 2, this is another tip of mine that has been really important, is to set boundaries on your time that you're going to exercise. I find scheduling it on my calendar like an appointment works best for me. That doesn't work for everybody, but if that works for you, put it on your calendar. Discuss it with your partner or spouse and say, look, I am going to go take this period of time in this part of the day and exercise, and discuss it with your spouse or your partner to make sure you guys are both on the same page. It might be where you take your kids with you to the gym, which is what I do now. I take my youngest with me all the time over to the gym, and she loves it, and she's happy, and I'm happy, and everybody's happy. So you may have to start scheduling and planning ahead to put those boundaries around that time frame that you want to dedicate to your exercise and fitness. Really, this is not like a no excuses mindset. Putting boundaries on it just means that you are finding time in your day to carve out that 15, 20, 40, 50 minutes of exercise to keep it as, to keep it there as a priority in your life, and to involve the other parts of your family to let them know too that this is important for you. Just carve out that time, put it on your calendar, set up a boundary around it, and try to stick to it as best as you can. My third suggestion is to involve your kids. I do this all the time. I might have a couple of minutes to exercise and I will get down on the floor and my kids will crawl all over on top of me. And frankly, it gives me a better workout. So involve your kids, work out around them, work out with them. I've taken my girls to Mom and Me yoga classes. We've done yoga together. Tag and running in the backyard, or going outside and going for a walk together or a bike ride. That's all exercise, and you're doing it together. So it gives them the experience of having fun and moving their bodies with you. There is also a lot that you can do on the playground. Mamas don't realize that, your kids are playing on the playground. Go follow them around the playground. That in itself is a workout. Pushing a kiddo on the swing, that can be a workout. So you don't have to necessarily stop exercising because you've got your kids awake or they're with you. Involve them, make them a part of it. You become part of their play. There's a lot of things you can do with your kids around to exercise. No, it might not be a formal workout all the time. And again, that's adjusting your mindset a bit. But if you involve your kids, you can still get good movement, still get good strengthening, get a heart rate up, cardio-based workout. And then you're all having fun together, which is great. We love being with our kids as moms. So encourage the movement and exercise at that time with them. Number 4, this is something that sometimes works for me, but a good friend of mine, and I know a lot of the clients that I have here that are fitness mamas, they tend to leave their gym clothes in the car. Especially if you are a working mom and you're not sure if the end of the day you're going to get to the gym on your way home, certainly keep your gym clothes with you, or at least a pair of tennis shoes. That way then there's not a lot of opportunity to then have to go back home, change your clothes, and then leave again to go somewhere else, especially if you're a gym goer. I would recommend having your workout clothes handy. I tend to just wear the athleisure kind of clothing on my day off. Just the other day I was running errands and I wasn't anticipating to go exercise. And, because I had it all on, I was like, well, I think I'm just going to go to the gym anyway. And I just went to the gym. So as much as you can, have your workout clothes handy so you don't have to make extra trips home, or just wear them day to day, because that's my biggest tip. That's what I do. Makes it really, really easy and simple. 5th tip I have out of the 5, reward the small successes. Any time that you can find time to work out should be rewarded, or should be at least acknowledged. Okay. It's not easy to find time to exercise and do anything self-care wise as mamas. So when we get the opportunity to do things and you actually succeed at doing it, acknowledge it. Okay. Even if it's 5 minutes of exercise, it's 5 minutes of stretching, it's 5 minutes of crawling around on the floor with the baby, that is exercise. And you at least need to acknowledge it in yourself that you did it, congratulate yourself for it, and then carve out that time like we talked about before to do it again. So don't even let the small successes go, because those small successes will then snowball into larger successes over time. Okay. So 5 tips just to review. Number 1, adjust what you think is a good workout mindset. Number 2 is set boundaries around your time that you are going to exercise. 3 is involve your kiddos. 4 is make sure you've got your workout clothes handy. And 5, make sure you reward those small successes as you're going along your way. I would like to give one more tip here, just bonus wise. And you hear a lot of fitness professionals say this, but it's so true. Stay consistent is my biggest suggestion. We can wax and wane through our fitness levels and our interest in workouts and our time that we have for workouts. They say, you fall off the wagon, get back on. Okay, you hear everybody say that, but it is so true. I've been one of those people before the last few years that I just kind of waxed and waned through my interest in fitness. I would get really intense into it, and then I'd fall off the wagon for months at a time. And I think some of the adjusting your good workout mindset can help with this, because you can then dabble in some new things. I never realized some of the fitness things that I loved until I started trying new exercises or new types of exercise. And so the tips that I gave you can help with staying consistent, but just if you set your goal to exercise 5 days this week and you don't just feel defeated and stop exercising in general. Pick it back up, stay consistent. If it's not meeting your goal of 5 times a week every week, then drop it down. Maybe 2 times a week is more realistic for you, but stay consistent and keep prioritizing exercise, even if it's not happening every day, because patterns will develop and habits will form, and over time it will become more of your day-to-day routine. So give yourself grace along the way. We are busy moms. Not always do we have time for exercise, but just be sure that you are giving yourself a little bit of grace here along the way with trying to create a plan, stay consistent, and hopefully that will lead you to success in getting an exercise routine or whatever fitness routine down that is right for you.